Hello everyone, we are back at our Women in Art with Yayoi Kusama, probably my third favorite artist of all time. She is a sculptor, she's still alive, an installation artist, painter, and performance artist from 1929 and still alive today. Yayoi Kusama sits painting polka dots, wearing a dress with printed polka dots, in a studio covered in polka dot canvases. Kusama has become iconic for her dots, but there are more than just a pattern for her. She has suffered from anxiety attacks and hallucinations her whole life. These have involved the world turning into dots that she becomes engulfed in. She has turned her illness into inspiration. Kusama was born in 1929 in Matsumoto, Japan. As a child, she was always drawing and wanted to become a professional artist. Her mother discouraged Kusama from pursuing art and would tear up her drawings. But in 1948, Kusama managed to convince her parents to let her study painting in Kyoto. In 1947, she moved to the United States for the freedom to follow her dreams. While living as a struggling artist in New York, Kusama began to paint her famous Infinite Net series. As seen in painting number F, 1949, these paintings were made up of seemingly endless circles that covered the entire canvas. At the time, pop artists such as Andy Warhol were dominating the American art scene. Kusama's creations fit right in with this bright and fun pop art, but hers were more personal. Throughout the 60s, Kusama created happenings, which were like art parties, where she would cover canvases, people, and even entire rooms in polka dots. In 1963, she began creating her infinite mirrored rooms, which she filled with polka-dotted objects and hanging lights. These mirrors reflected endlessly into each other, obliterating the viewer's sense of space. Her work was featured in major galleries, including the MoMA. In 1973, Kusama's mental health continued to decline. She moved back to Japan. She continued to work throughout her challenges and in 1977 chose to reside in a psychiatric hospital. Kusama purchased a nearby studio to create her art. For her, artwork is medicine. I fight pain, anxiety, and fear every day. And the only method I have found that relieves my illness is to keep creating art. For almost the past 40 years, Yayoi Kusama has spent every day from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. in her studio, creating hundreds of paintings, collaborating with major fashion houses, and designing installations. Her art exhibits continue to be visited by record-breaking crowds all over the world. Over here we have explores themes of dots, repetition, obliteration, and infinity in her artwork. Has been called Japan's most important living artist. Received the National Lifetime Achievement Award from the Order of the Rising Sun in 2006. Our Earth is only one polka dot among a million stars in the cosmos. Polka dots are a way to infinity. When we obliterate nature and our bodies with polka dots, we become part of the unity of our environment. Yayoi Kusama. She drew pumpkins as a kid. She loves their shapes and has incorporated them into many pieces, including All the Eternal Love I Have for Pumpkins, 2016. Has multiple infinity rooms on the permanent display, including Infinity Mirrored Room, The Souls of Millions of Light Years Away, 2013, at the Broad in Los Angeles. Established the Kusama Fashion Company in 1968 and has collaborated with Lancôme, Marc Jacobs, and Louis Vuitton. In 2017, the Yayoi Kusama Museum opened in Tokyo and corresponded with Georgia O'Keeffe before moving to the U.S. I hope you all learned something. Bye, friends.